is having a big party here, so that's what all this is all about. Well, you see that plastic one there? That helps. And then right now they're aerating, and we'll keep down the baseball field talking about that. And then the plastic on top of it helps protect it a bit. I mean, it's not great for the rest, let's face it, but still, you know, it's all about the vigilance, you know. Andres, you're on the road. Got something here you can use? All right, great. Stopping here. The area that we're in, this level, we call the field level. It's one of 3 levels we have here at Petco Park where people get to where the seating is. Our middle level, the toilet terrace, and then the upper deck as well. But this is the only level where you can walk around the entire perimeter of the ballpark. You can walk out to our Park in the Park area. In our right center field area underneath the seats here, we have a place called Power Alley. There's a pitching game over there. TaylorMade has a virtual golf thing over there. But also, there's a large-scale model of the Midway aircraft carriers. On the black wall, they list of Major League Baseball players that also served in the armed services. Names you'll find on that wall: Ted Williams, Jerry Coleman, Dom and Joe DiMaggio, Roberto Clemente Walker, just to name a few. So I always encourage people, if you come here for a game, to check that display out. It's really quite impressive. Also, you see how wide open it is through here? They did that by design. They want to make sure people are seating on this side or the concessions on that side, but you have to get around a bunch of ball lines, which is also nice. Now, the area we're standing in right now is for people with wheelchairs. 2% of the seating capacity here at Petco Park can handle people with ambulatory requirements. We have 42,691 fixed seats that we sell for baseball. For every baseball game, we sell 500 what we call park passes. The park pass allows you to come into the ballpark without a fixed seat location. So they usually start at about $10, and depending on demand and who you're playing, they might go up from there. But no less than $10, with the exception of Tuesday nights where we have Taco Tuesdays. Park passes are all $5, $1 street style tacos. Now you'll notice, as the seats fan out to the outfield, they start getting pulled towards the infield. This is a baseball ballpark. You go to some ballparks, if you're in the outfield, staring in the outfield, you're twisting your seat hard to watch the game. So we took a lot of that seat twist out to make it much more enjoyable, because if you know the game of baseball, you know it's the pitcher, the batter, the catcher, and the umpire more often than not. So that's just part of the design feature they put in. Say again? And that ballpark over the 2000s.
Yeah,
like
no, exactly.
Yeah, like 4 years they figured it out.
The bottleneck is horrible too.
Yeah, I built up the AT I'm very sure. The last time I was there, the Padres did not win. That was the Saturday game, the first time the Padres were opening this season. You know where you at? Yeah, I'm a good friend that he's been to Vince Alamo, so I forced him to come over and watch the Padres. He's happy with his age right now. Let's head on out this way. And they sell out almost then immediately. And they hold some back to sell secondarily. Right here is our loading dock. Anything that comes through this ballpark comes through this loading dock, whether it's uniforms, fresh produce, hot dog buns, hot dogs, peanuts, literally anything and everything, whether it's furniture, computers, or something that's consumable, beer kegs, all that kind of stuff. This is the way it comes in. The only exception to that is the U.S. mail, and maybe overnight gets delivered to the main corporate office. But otherwise, this is entry for pretty much everything else. Let's go down this way. here at Petco Park. This area, whole area, the TV trucks. Sometimes two smaller ones, sometimes one big one, and they plug everything into this panel right over here, and we have a satellite dish that gains everything. So, 24 hours ago, it was here because we had a baseball game going on. So, and who knows where it's at because they're not owned by the Padres; they just rent them out based on need. So that's how it is.
Sure, you can see that where the
Visitor for the visiting team. Well, you know, for example, the elevator we just came down, a lot of them go that way, especially if you're staying with the Omni. But anywhere around here, a lot of them are well known, but all of them have to carry their player on-field, I think it's called on-field player card, just like everybody else has a credential. They actually have a credential as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I've let players in here that were from other teams, and they showed me the card because I didn't know from them. They may look like they'd be a player, but you know. So here at Petco Park, we have two rooms we hope you never have to visit. First aid room. This is one of three we have here at the ballpark. We have nurses and EMTs at all the different events so that if somebody trips or falls, maybe gets hit by a baseball or bat or have to prevent something more dramatic like a heart attack, we deal with it quickly, and if necessary, get you to the main one, prepped for an ambulance on your way to the hospital. The other room we call guest safety. For people who have an overwhelming urge around the baseball field during the game, or for those people who decide they just have to have an intimate conversation with San Diego Police Department, guest safety is where you might find yourself. It is euphemistically called guest safety, but it's really our jail. And it's really a holding cell, not even that. If you find yourself there, you really have to try to get there. You really do, unless you're a Dodger fan. You end up in there, you're there for 15 minutes and maybe a half hour while you go through a booking procedure, and then you're on your way to jail. So it's not and we don't do catch and release here either. You know, it's not like let's let you sleep it off and we'll let you go. So again, not that they want to deal with it, but it's there for the protection, and that's why we call it gift safety.
Do you have a defibrillator?
Do we have a what?
Defibrillator, you know
Yeah, we have them all over the place. Okay. Yeah, all of them. Anywhere you see a little sign. So it's not uncommon to find them. Yeah. Now this is the entrance to the visiting team clubhouse. Whoever the Padres are playing. So the Giants were here just a few days. I mean, yesterday they were there. You know, Tim Lincecum. You know.
I was there.
Okay, got it.
I was there on Saturday.
Were you on that? So you got to see it. I heard I wasn't there for that game, but I heard a lot of people were snapping the scoreboard at the final. You know, to see the Bagels going across. Unavailable to us today, but if you come on a future tour, I'd be happy to show it to you if it's during the off season or normally when the Padres are on the road, we get to go on there. But again, blame it on Comic-Con. That's the Padre player parking lot. So the players get to park underground, and when they arrive, they park and then they walk all the way down to where their clubhouse is. And when they do, starting with 1969 and now going all the way down to 2012, they can see the starting lineups of the teams that preceded them. Show you who they played, where they played, when they played, what the final score was, the attendance, starting lineup, all-star, all-stars, manager, and the general color of the uniforms too. For quite a few years, the Padres were mustard yellow and brown.